and you are with Cold Wind Talkers today, our first radio show podcast coming to you live with our main host, Johnny Pizza Frantangelo. We have a special guest today, David Keltenbach, and we're going to talk about The Last Goodbye. And that's this book. And it goes back to Vietnam with a Vietnam combat war hero. And we hope to pique your interest today. We want to enlighten a lot of folks about our Vietnam veterans, and it shows a lot about a lot of things. But today, it's about the trailer we made about the entire story about my organization, Advocates for Disabled Americans, Veterans, Police, Firemen, and Families. What is that? That is a civil rights policing organization that upholds the rights of disabled citizens who have been compromised by local government, denied access and services. I've been doing that for 35 years. And what happened? Are we good? Are we still good? So we're not live? Okay, so I got to do that all over again? Okay, we're good? We're still live? Okay. All right. So I'm Darren Aquino, and I told you who our main host is Johnny Pizza Frantangelo. And okay, we're good now. Okay, start again. Do you want me to go again? Okay. In case we had a little technical difficulty here. So, hi, I'm Darren Aquino. I am the National Chief Advocate for Disabled Americans nationwide. My co-host and main host is Johnny Pizza Frantangelo, a Vietnam combat war veteran hero. We have a special guest today, David Keltenbach, who we did a trailer, and it's about The Last Goodbye. Here it is, everybody. You got it. This is a must-read book. And as you get to see this first pilot podcast radio show of Cold Wind Talkers, you're going to learn about Johnny Pizza. Uh, we're not always going to say his last name because it's too long, and we want to talk to you. So Johnny Pizza is going to tell you about him, and David Kaltenbach is going to tell you about the amazing trailer we did and where we're going to go with The Last Goodbye, because The Last Goodbye is a story that's all true about Johnny Pizza and his family. It's an Italian American family that suffered tragedy. And like every family, there's joy, there's laughter, there's pain, and there's sorrow. And this book covers it, but every word is true. And it's a book that I encourage you all to read. It's good for our kids, it's good for schools, it's good to talk about a time that was forgotten. This forgotten soldier, this pushed aside soldier, these were young men that were 19 years old. And we lost so many lives there. And this book, The Last Goodbye, talks about the 50,000 soldiers, your sons and daughters, who went to fight for this great nation. And I'm just so honored to be part of this and the advocacy and Johnny Pizza. He's extended family to me. For Italians, like everybody, we adopt family. You become a cousin, you know, a brother from another mother, because we share the same goals and the common values. And The Last Goodbye is going to show you all of Johnny's common values for his country, for his fellow veterans, and what the book is about. And David is going to tell you about his film career and what inspired him to make this trailer that you'll all get to see. I have a little part in it. I made a contribution, but it's all about Johnny Pizza. So that being said, I'm going to introduce our main host, Johnny Pizza, is going to tell you more about the book, and then we're going to bring in Dave, and then we're going to go back and forth and tell some stories. So enjoy it. Sit back, and later we're going to set up and have wonderful things where we can all communicate. And this is all about hearing Johnny Pizza's story, Dave's story, what I do. And for the next show, you're going to be commenting and calling in, talking back and forth. So, Johnny? It's now you.
Hi, Darren. How are you? David, how are you guys?
John, how are you?
Okay, I'm John Fratangelo, and like Darren said, my middle name, not middle name, but my what? Oh God.
Well, nickname.
Yeah, my
Your
nickname.
nickname.
I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word. My nickname.
I think you're lying, though. I think it really is your middle name because you
Yeah,
love
right.
pizza so much.
Yeah.
Tell the truth.
Yeah. The reason I got that nickname was with the guys in my recon platoon. I was the only Italian, and I would send home a package to come with Italian food in it for my platoon, and they used to love it. So that's why they named me Pizza. But anyway, people ask me why I wrote this book and when I wrote it. Well, I wrote this book over 50 years ago because I went to Vietnam in 1967.
Having a little trouble hearing you. Come a little closer.
How's that?
Better.
Better?
Better.
Okay, I wrote this book about over 50 years ago. And the reason why I wrote it is because I had a cousin who was killed in Vietnam. And I'll go more into that. But he came, after he was killed, he came to say goodbye before he left the earth. And that's what inspired me to write the book. And I go into the family when we first started out as kids, because he come over from Italy. And my grandmother on my mother's side had 21 kids, and his mother was one of them. And they all came over from Italy. And when he was 6 years old, we were the same age. And we became very close. We grew up together in the Bronx. And we housed them with us until they got on their own. But we still stayed together. And we were together every weekend, every holiday, summer vacations. And we just grew up so close. And we ended up going to Vietnam together.
That's typical for Italian families, right? Living together, cohabitating back in that day, right?
Yeah, matter of fact, there was so many of us, we were putting the babies in the drawers to sleep at night.
Come on.
Yeah,
In the drawers. How many were you?
Oh God, there was 4 families at one time.
Oh,
In one house?
Yeah. That's what we had. The dining room.
How many kids is that?
Yeah, the dining room was a bedroom. The living room was a bedroom. The drawers were beds. The basement was a bedroom. But it was great. We had a lot of fun. It was great.
Oh, wow.
Everybody got along so great.
I heard about drawers and stuff from my grandparents, but I didn't really believe it until you confirmed it.
Oh
now.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
You
Hey, Dave, what do you think about that? Sleeping in a drawer.
Yeah,
I never knew that
come
one.
from Italy, they don't give them milk. They give them wine. You know what I mean? They feed them a little wine. They came with.
I heard that too.
The rosiest cheeks. They were red. So
I heard that too when I was little and I was sitting at the table and I was like, I don't know, 8 years old. And Italian families, because we're on that. And my grandfather, he put a little wine in the glass.
Yeah.
At the table with the dinner. All the kids got it.
Yeah.
So that part I knew, but I never slept in a drawer. So I never slept in a drawer.
Right. But we grew up together. We We played in the neighborhoods with all the kids in the Bronx and everything. It was great.
How many total was that? 4 families. How many people were in that one place?
Well, I was only me and my sister was but one of them had 7 kids. One of them had 6 kids. Another one had 4 kids. It's a whole bunch.
And all 4 of those families were in this one place.
In
Right.
in South Bronx, John.
Huh?
In the South Bronx.
No, this when they come over, I was living by Boston and Gun Hill Road. It was up in the Northeast Bronx.
On Gun Hill.
Yeah, Gun Hill and Boston, right.
Oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, I was born in the South Bronx, but I came up to the North.
Okay.
I was born on Ellis Avenue.
Okay, I know.
I lived on Ellis Avenue when I was born.
Right.
A long time ago. But that's incredible. Wow, Johnny, I didn't know that part. You never told me that you slept in a drawer.
Yeah. But
I feel bad now.
What? You feel better?
I said I feel bad. You slept in a drawer.
No, I didn't sleep in the drawer. No.
Oh, you got a bed.
No, I got a bed. I had my bed. But but a bunch
You had
of
a
kids
bed.
slept with me, the older kids,
Oh, the cousins
I
got the
wasn't a
throws.
baby. I was 6 when I came. But it was
There's
great.
a lot of meatballs to feed everyone.
Wow. So it's fair to say, to tell everybody that you really did grow up close, all of you, that
Yeah.
the family was really knitted together, a true
Oh, yeah.
Italian family. The
Still are.
cousins and the whatever brothers, and that they made the cousins, that aunts and uncles, they stood together to build that dream here,
Right.
right? So that was the Italian culture.
It was great.
All of you viewers, we're Italian Americans. I'm Puerto Rican and French. David is German. He corrected me with his name before, and he's going to tell you what that means. So my nickname, by the way, and Johnny Pizza gave it to me, is Cricket. So Johnny's going to tell us more about this interesting Italian family. And for all of you folks just coming in, this is Code Win Talkers. And our host is Johnny Pizza Frantangelo. We have Dave Kaltenbach, which I'm not saying it right, and he's going to tell you what the correct name is. And this is about The Last Goodbye. And The Last Goodbye is a tragic, loving family story with tragedy. And Johnny's just talking about, if he's coming in, of how he grew up with his cousin. As you can see, this is cousin on the cover. And I encourage everybody, even teenagers, if you want to know about war, if you want to know what soldiers go through, this time it's the Vietnam time. And it has a place in history that had, John, how many presidents were on that? Like 3 presidents, right? So, during that time, how many presidents did this war go through?
Eisenhower, Kennedy,
You had
and
Kennedy, you
Nixon
had
and Johnson,
Nixon,
right?
you had Johnson, huh? Johnson, you had
Eisenhower,
Nixon.
Kennedy, Johnson, and Nixon, right? Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon,
And then you
ended it.
can even throw in Gerard Ford. I mean, he had to clean up Nixon's mess.
Right.
You know, and what, in 1975, I think, when we pulled the rest of the troops out, Gerard Ford was involved. So, really.
One of the greatest things today, Johnny sent me some books. I'm going to tell the folks that Johnny sent me some books to give to some folks who are interested, and I didn't get one of these. I'm a little upset. Where's mine?
You, Darren,
I'll
you don't
send you
want one.
I want one of these.
All right.
I want Johnny Pizza's card. I want to go with this stuff. It's a family thing. It's an Italian thing. If you don't give me and he gave you, I want to know why you didn't give me.
Oh, you mean this card, not the medal itself, right?
Yeah, just the card. Yeah, because
Oh, okay.
because I'm very proud to be
Yes.
associated with him, an extension of his family, because this is why, everybody. A 19-year-old boy took a bullet for his country. So that's what this is about. The soldier, the forgotten soldier, the last goodbye, his family. So we were all just talking about Johnny sleeping in, well, he didn't sleep in the drawer, but everybody else did. And he's going to tell you more about it. And I just had to bring that up. I want everybody to know he's not any soldier. He truly experienced, and this book is so intense. And Dave is going to tell you about this trailer. And my job as the cricket is to tell you all about this, and they tell you about them. And I just got to keep bringing it to your attention. This is a combat Vietnam War veteran who gave his all, and he would do it again. And you got to read this story. This story is a story to be heard, not only told, but heard. So, Johnny, I'm back to you.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, let me continue. What as we grew up. Now I like to, I'll tell you a little story. 'Cause I'm very sentimental. And as we were growing up, across the street from my house, there was a lot. Okay. We used to play ball in it. And then what happened, actually, as the neighborhood developed, they built a gas station there. And they cleared out half the field. So that went our baseball field, right? So now, when they cleared it out, they put these boulders there, big boulders. So we used to hang out in the boulders, me, my cousins, and my other cousins, the kids in the neighborhood. It was our little gang, and we'd stay on these boulders, all right?
You and Anthony? You and Anthony?
Yeah, yeah. Plus my other cousin. You know, that was like a happy place. You know. So as I grew older, after he got killed, I always thought about that boulder because every time I go down the Bronx after we moved out of the neighborhood, I'd see that boulder there. You know, it was the only thing there. That they took the other ones away, they took the trees away, but that boulder was there, and they moved it to the corner of the parking lot. Okay, so now I got it. I got laid off from GM one day, and I kept thinking about this boulder for some reason. And I said to myself, I got to get that boulder. You know, so I called down my brother.